AJ?
Yeah, just for either or both guys, what did you think of the way you guys played today?
I mean, I feel like we fought hard, but we ended up just coming up a little short.
AJ, what did you think of the way you guys played?
For sure played hard, came up a little short. Starting to miss out on defense and just offensively take a shot.
The last time you played this team, they beat you pretty good on the board. You beat them today, +6, +12 in second chance points. What does that tell you about this team's effort?
St. John's?
Your effort.
And
you beat them on the boards in the second chance points.
That was the emphasis, They beat us on the board last game, so we for sure emphasized just coming out, being aggressive, and boxing out. But still, certain spots, we gave up opportunities where they just was tougher and just got to the balls quicker than us. So.
Guys, I know you're just coming off this loss, but what's going to be your mentality going into the Big East tournament this week? Do you feel like you can make a little run there?
Yeah, to win.
I'm sorry?
To win.
To win?
Yeah.
Bud?
Yeah, like AJ said, our mentality is always to win. We feel like we can beat anybody on any given day. That's just up to us.
Bud, how are you feeling? How's your quad?
I played today, so that matters.
Guys, what do you think is the key for you guys in the Big East tournament? You've been so close to these powerhouse teams. What's the key to closing that last bit of gap?
Just staying together. That's really, I'd say, the main thing. Keeping the main thing, and just sticking to the game plan.
AJ, what do you think is the key?
Just not having mishaps, the little mishaps that we have at the games or in the first half, just playing 40 minutes of basketball.
Just one more for AJ. This was your senior night. What was it like for you? I mean, you've played a lot of college basketball, and what do you think of the way the team was received with the big crowd tonight?
It was amazing. I appreciate it. It was a good season here, but we got to finish it out in the Garden. But it felt amazing. Yes, sir.
Any thoughts as to what it was like for you to walk out there, with everybody to get the jersey and the frame?
It was nice seeing the whole crowd turn out, and my brothers beside me, so it was a good feeling.
Yeah. Just one last thing, guys, before you go. This is an annual thing. A little presentation to make. I'll be quick. J.P. Pelsman covered Seton Hall basketball for 20 years. He died in 2022. He's a great guy. Always had a really good relationship with the players. So in his honor, we named an award, the J.P. Pelsman Award. It's an engraved pen that goes to the player every year who does a great job with the media. And this year, the winner of the J.P. Pelsman Award is A.J. Stanton-Mcray. Congratulations. Appreciate you guys always coming in here and talking with us, and it's for you to keep, okay?
Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, guys. See you in the Garden.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Shah, what did you think of the way you guys played?
I thought we played hard, not smart. I thought it's funny, man. Every time we play at home, we have different team. I don't know why. Like I think on the road, obviously you gotta be more together, but on the road, no one cares about who gets what here. I mean, the game plan was really simple. St. John's a really good team, obviously very well coached. But we knew that they was going to clog the lanes up, and we had a bunch of driving kicks. I thought that could be easier shots that we could make, and we just didn't do that tonight. And I thought that was a big difference. But I thought we played hard, but not smart.
Did you like the look shot that you got?
Some of them. I thought we had some really good ones in the first half. Second half, I thought we had about 2 or 3 of them. But we could have had a lot more. Guys was forcing shots, taking tough tools instead of just driving, kicking, coming to jump stops and kicking it out. We watched it at halftime. We watched it before the game. We watched it yesterday. I knew they was gonna play that way, and we just didn't cash in. You go from having 16, 17 assists the last couple of games to today having 8 and 9 because we just wasn't popping the basketball.
Sean, there's a lot of talk about how important this game was for you to make the NCAA tournament.
Yep.
Do you feel like you can make a run in the Big East and be
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, that's all the experts, with that. But I thought, with this team, it showed that, we could play with anyone, right? Just kind of finish games out or, do the little things. But yeah, this team is funny because this team don't like doing things easy. They like doing things the hard way. So now we got to go to New York and earn it and take it. So, that's what it is. Obviously disappointing, unbelievable opportunity tonight. But we just didn't do the little things to cash in.
Coach, there were several points tonight where you were right there within one possession, particularly with Zuby off the floor. Was there anything that you noticed as to the reason why you just couldn't get over that hump?
I'll be honest with you, just like the first game, obviously, he played really well. He's a big time player. He got 21, but it's like the first game when he got in foul trouble. The kid, Pray, I don't want to say that's his name. We'll play. The first game he played very well against us. This game he played very well against us. I thought, they got some easy points. I thought we did a really good job in half court defense. I thought half court defense was really good, but they had some runouts and we had some plays, some go-ahead plays on defense. Just like, what are you doing? No, he's a good basketball player, and good players, have come up with big games. I think he had a good second half.
John, what do you think of how Najai handled playing against one of the best front courts in the country?
I thought he was solid. To give Najai but a lot of credit. It came down to, right before the game that they was gonna play, Bud wasn't supposed to play. You gotta give credit to credit when credit's due. He wasn't supposed to play at all. Like doctors, trainers, everything. He didn't do nothing for 2 days. This morning he tried to do the walkthrough and he was kind of, and I was like, big dog, like just, he's like, I'm playing. I'm like, no, you're not. It's a game time decision. And he told me he felt good and he wanted to do it. And that's what, those are the type of players you want on your team. Both those guys. Both those guys didn't do anything for 2 days and to come out here and play the way they both played. They both gave us a lot of energy and gave us everything they had to try to win this game.
You out-rebounded them by 6. They killed you on the glass the first time. What does that tell you? That's got to be a good sign for this team.
Well, it was that's what we talked about the last 2 days. Keeping Mitchell, keeping Harper, and obviously Zuby off the glass. Obviously I thought we had control of the first game, and the last 8 minutes they just imposed their will and hit the offensive glass. This was a big thing, and to give credit, like they got all the 50-50 balls tonight, every last one of them. Our guys was like trying to run out instead of getting the possession. I think that was the difference. They made a couple of threes off that. Those are little things you got to do to win games.
Shah, is there anything with the 2:30 start on Thursday that's good? It seems like every previous year you didn't play till 9 o'clock.
We played at 2:30.
2:30.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the only good thing right now is, for Bud, Najai, and Twin. I heard today these guys get some time to rest, a couple days of rest. 2:30 start. That's what it is.
Shaheen, what do you make of the way that St. John's has been transformed under Coach Pitino? It's been 40 years since they've won 2 regular season titles in a row.
He's a Hall of Fame coach for a reason. He's very good at what he does. His coaching staff is good. They don't get a lot of credit like they should. I just love to him, man. I want, obviously I want to give him credit because he's a great coach and very supportive of me. Always been supportive of me, and I'm very supportive of him. But what he done there in a short period of time is very impressive. It's very impressive.
Jerry, last one.
So what would be your message to this team going into the Big East tournament?
I told him in the locker room, we don't like making things easy. We like making things difficult and hard, so now we gotta go in and take it. We gotta go in there and take it, and the way you do it is prepare the right way. I think they find out we're playing tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow night or something like that. Just go and prepare and get right and try to get as healthy as we can and just go in there with a different mindset and just, it's a 1-game series. You just gotta, play the first game and get past the first game and then kind of go from there. Just want to give, the crowd was great tonight. They came out tonight. It was great. I think too many St. John's fans though. The crowd was great tonight. They tried to get behind us, and we were trying to give them everything we got. But I just want to say, I feel awful for the seniors because I always want them to win on senior night. It's a big thing, for me. It's the last game at home. I think all our fans should be encouraged. I mean, this team gave them everything they have, everything. They played, they tails off, they butts off, everybody read us off, and this team just continued to keep battling, and I think that's a great sign for us. So I'm pleased about that. I'm sad about the loss, but pleased about the way this team carried itself the whole year, and looking forward to next week.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.